Yeah, that would probably be a problem. Cost is never a fun thing to deal with.
Alright, it looks like we are live. Excellent.
Yes, we are live. So, alright, welcome back to session. I have finally decided on a name for the session.
Woo!
Gods of Glory.
That's the name?
um, Sigil of Storms. We're going to get more into why that's coming up. Hopefully at the end of the thing I have planned. So when you guys completely go off the rails, I'm going to have to improvise heavily. Go me.
Okay, so it's SOS, meaning it's a beacon of help. We're calling for help on a regular basis.
Ooh, I didn't even think about that. That works. That works. All right then. So then let's go off with last session. You ended up in the town of Northbridge looking for information. The informant, a alchemist, which you were going to ask the question about regarding the symbol of this cult. You took it to him, you asked him about the details, and he said he was going to look into it. You all went away. Before the day was done, you found out he was killed.
Which is always a good time.
Always a good time.
Wait, who got killed? What?
The wizard dude.
The wizard.
Oh, right, that wizard.
Yeah.
Okay.
The old
Yeah,
guy.
things
The
kind
hair growth wizard.
Yeah, things kind of went for the worst from there with Lily and Chase being kidnapped and sent to the arena. Now, through a bunch of things, Lily fighting her way through the arena until she finally dealt with the guildmaster himself, who was behind the kidnappings at the top and responsible for running a rather nasty setup there. And the rest of the party going off and dealing with the slavers themselves as they found them below the city. They managed to resolve that, and at the end of the day were brought forth to a tiefling who called himself Nemo, who rewarded them for helping him deal with this and extending his area of influence
So we found
by giving them the information they sought coming here initially about the cult, which sends them off to which would send them off to a farmhouse somewhere between Ashenport and Northbridge. So then, that's pretty much where we are currently. So, I'm going to take everyone to Northbridge for the moment, and I know that Falana wanted to identify the items that you found.
By the way, last
Yep.
week was awesome. I just gotta say that. If you guys haven't seen last week's, go watch it.
He's biased. His character did everything.
You guys had a period of time where I was muted for like an hour long, so there's that too.
To be fair,
Well,
to be
also,
fair,
to
the
be
video's
fair-
actually also corrupted and it's not viewable anymore.
Also,
Oh,
to be
fun.
fair, the videos are not currently up yet. I'm in the process of taking care of that, so they'll be around if you can't see them on Twitch. But
If you can
yes,
see these videos on YouTube, then you know they've already been uploaded. So there's that.
yeah.
That's a lie.
So, Falana wanted to identify the magical items that you found.
I'm not on the city map, just so you know.
Yep, and I'm going to
I have
attempt
everyone,
with the
yeah.
non-magical pearl that we found. If
All right,
it is
so-
not magical, it's fine now.
So, which item do you wish to identify first?
We'll start with a sword.
Alright, so the short sword. You focus on the pearl as the focus to identify it. And the sensation you get back is, well, I've already explained that it is a +2 short sword, and you get a bit more information about it. This magic blade, each strike will cause 2 wounds.
Ooh.
Keeping that for myself.
Wait, hold on. Each strike causes 2 wounds. Can you
Yes.
explain
Bleed
that a
damage,
little
I'm
further?
guessing.
That's all you get from
It's
the
a
attack.
wounding. It's a wounding +2 short sword.
Wounds are basically like, I think, bleed damage, where it's like they'll
Yes.
take damage over time per turn.
Okay.
Alright. And the pearl you're going to identify as well, the one that you detected had magic on it. So, identifying that one with the focus as well, you get the sensation that this pearl radiates power. It can replenish magic as you spend it up.
How much power?
You get the feeling it's a bit more magic than you currently have access to, but not much more than that.
So
So it's a 3.
yeah.
Okay. We'll keep note of that and hold on to it for now. They could stay in party loop.
Lily's
Yeah,
not gonna get anywhere close to that black sword. She doesn't trust it.
Yeah, I'm going to be extremely freaking dodgy with my identifies, so...
Don't make me get legend lore just to spite you.
Anyway,
I
so
will.
that was done in the morning before everyone would have headed out to meet Nemo. So you've already, at this point, continuing on, you have met Nemo. He's delivered with you the information about the... I could probably take... Do I still have the bar? I could probably restore the bar. I could restore the bar. Let me take you to the bar, because this will be right where you all pick up. And move everyone over to it. So this will be right after you've met with Nemo in the bar. You have the information of what you were seeking and where to go. So what's the party's plan from here?
Right now, we have all the supplies we need. We might as well just head on out and head that way.
Sure. We've also got the spell replenished since we took a rest after the last one, so I'm perfectly fine with heading out. Although we might want to check with Shas just to make sure she's not going to go, oh crap, we're going into Cult Dungeon? Nah, I'm out, bro.
Well, it's north of here and south of
Yeah,
Ashenport.
the directions
What
you
we
were
can
given
do
will take...
is send her back to Ashenport.
Yeah, the directions you were given, it's not quite on the same route they took to get here. It's a little off the way, but they could go there and then on to Ashenport. So if you'd wish to send her on to deliver a report on everything that's happened, that is a possibility.
Okay, as his back heads are starting to bark, get the dog, it just makes the dog bark, so I'm probably going to be muted for a while.
All right, then. This is going to make things fun because... everyone roll a perception check real quick. Lily is
Oh god, it
excluded.
begins.
Yeah, Lily is excluded.
I was just about to roll perception.
You know why you're excluded.
I know, but I was just gonna roll perception anyways.
Surina, come on. Why?
To
He's always
be fair, the DC you're looking at is insane.
To the point where I don't think I can physically get it.
Bugging out on me.
All right. So we
Man.
have... Wow. Yeah, nobody's gonna see shit at this point.
Watch Risu crit this.
Yeah, that'd be funny. You still having issues with this, Risu? There we go.
A little bit. I might have to... Let me refresh the screen.
All right. Well, meanwhile, we have your results, so I'll just continue from there. You all do not see anything, which is to make the note of. You don't see Lily. She has disappeared at some point.
God damn it, not again. You're going to give Surina a heart attack.
All right. So, are you going to start looking around for her?
Oh, I'm going to ask around, see if anyone spotted her.
All right. And as you
We
start
haven't-
asking around,
No.
first one you'd probably think to ask is going to be the guard here, because it makes sense that the guard is going to keep an eye on everything coming and going. And she'll kind of grunt to half-orc guard, and then she'll slowly say, it's like, yeah, she walked out on her own, back entrance. And leave it at that.
Snapped the other day. You're doing a pretty lousy job as a guard now, aren't you?
Nobody's getting in, are they?
In the guard's defense,
Well,
she doesn't keep people in, she keeps people out.
Alright, well... Okay. Chase, at this point, kind of just rubs her temples, annoyed, and just starts muttering, I can send my familiar off to find her. We can't really waste time with this.
yeah, go ahead and do that. We'll start heading out now. We can't wait. Tie a note to your familiar to have her catch up.
And
Surina shakes her head and says, this time it's not my fault, okay? This time it's not my fault.
And time goes on. Chase, they're going to go down to the lower area. Chase will take a moment, write a note, attach it to the leg of familiar, and send the familiar out to find Lily and keep an eye on her in the meanwhile. And the rest of you will head out of town unless there's anything you want to do immediately before leaving.
Am I allowed to have another chance at trying to find another weapon for Surina? Or a better shield or armor? You know what? No. It would take too long, especially with Serena's dice luck.
And it's mainly because you would have to go down to the southern part of the city and back up, I'd say, is why that
Yeah.
would take too long. If it was along the way, I'd allow it, but most of the shopping is going to be down there by the docks.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah, because you're also kind of in a hurry to take care of this ordeal before it gets bigger.
And we've already established that Serena is kind of shit at finding things. She's a pretty much just dead weight unless there's a fight, in which case she actually turns out pretty decent.
Alright, so
Could be
you
worse.
go back. Yeah, you go back to Northbridge. You head out the northern entrance, the same way you came in, and you travel along the path a little while. You were intending to send Chase along to just head back to Ashenport by yourself.
Yeah, if we're not too far away from Ashenport, she should be okay. I'll double check with her and see if she's okay with it. We could escort her there if she wants.
She's okay with this. She'll head back on her own. She wishes everyone luck and to be safe before heading out to return to Ashenport.
Tell the Cleric's fair bet, because it is a necromancer issue, the site will need to be purified within 4 hours.
So it'd probably take that long for her to get back and then get over to there. So
So 8 hours. So
whatever,
let them know and send someone out.
yeah, when she gets back, she'll work on getting clerics there to head over and make sure that the site is okay. But I wouldn't expect that right away. So then the group heads out, and I don't expect anyone to have light initially.
Serena's going to have a torch.
Don't-
No, I mean, I don't expect anyone to have light initially because everyone's hidden.
Oh.
Alright, so token layer. Everyone should have light now.
And also, we determined that Surina doesn't get a torch anymore. She's forbidden.
Alright, continuing on.
Wait, when did this happen? Explain.
Elana gets the torch that way. Surina can actually use a shield.
Alright,
Okay.
alright, so before we go too much further, walking along the path, you come across a old, rundown farmhouse in the distance, and you don't yet approach it, looking around, see if there's anything odd about it, and it looks worn off. There's in the one corner of the house, the second story is kind of caved in, there's a big open area, and everyone roll perception real quick.
You're asking too much of Serena.
I really am.
Oh, a 3 on my D12. Wow.
Alana don't see shit.
She got a 0.
Ilana
Ow.
has hair in her eyes.
Keep the load. Give me a little bit.
She has negative wisdom. That's how.
Oh.
Alright then. Falana, who noticed dropping out of the... Yeah, the elf who noticed dropping out of the roof to their left, or not the roof, the tree to their left is a figure drops down. Same figure that you had seen at, or that you probably saw at the bar. Didn't look too much into her, aside from Elana, who would recognize her.
The, which bar?
The bar in Ashenport. The Black Demon.
That's what I thought, but...
Yeah, it was like you all would have seen her
I'll
because
drop.
before you left, Chase. This was the one Chase was talking to, and she will walk.
I
up
would
to the,
probably drop a bow on her just to be on the safe side, because honestly, that's a weird ambush position that she came from. Just out of instinct.
and she'll put her hands up as she approaches, and she'll look over the group. Where's Chase?
Mm.
We send her back to Ashenport.
All right. You've already. I take it you found the information. Then I was scouting around in this place. It smells, reeks of death. And she's pointing at the house while she says this.
I know this is just a
Congratulations.
replacement for Lily because Lily's fucked off somewhere, but it's really suspicious that she suddenly pops out of nowhere just as we finally come to the place the cult is showing up.
To be fair, she was probably in the
Well, to
trees
be
for a
fair.
little while before you got there watching, but you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
All right. So, can I have a little more conversation with her before you start moving along?
Did you find any other locations like this, or is this the only one?
No, this was the only one. I was trying to stay south of Ashenport, and this place I came across. Shut up, phone. Old Man Henderson's farm. I don't know what's going on. There's been no activity, and this stench has been slowly getting stronger.
Well, there is a necromancer here, so the stench of death is going to be common here.
And she
We
kind
need to
of
be determined of-
spits on the ground at the sound of the word necromancer. Death dealers. Are you going to be taking care of this?
We need to determine their motive first. There's a slight possibility that it's not what it quite seems to be, but let's investigate it first.
And she nods. Well, since I'm here and you're going to be investigating, do you need any help?
Any help is welcome. But first, let's scout the building
Let's
out.
be
for
careful
details.
and come to me if you need healing.
Yeah. As one more note about events right now, the time it is currently approaching sunset, so you're only getting like this dim light currently as it streams in from the distance.
Fun.
Okay, I'm going to have Falana basically signal to at least the two that I know can't see in the dark. I'm not sure if Cassidy can or not. But we're going to scout out through windows, see what we can see first.
All right. So you can start moving around then. In Cassidy, you'll look a little bit at Elana before she does much else.
Okay.
Go
So
ahead and wait until. Dude,
is this the door right over here?
The doorway is actually right here.
Ah.
That's a broken window there.
Okay.
Before we go in, the two that require a torch to see, I recommend stand back. That way we don't alert anyone.
Yeah. And Cass will also make a note that she can see well in the dark. So. All right. Stop right there. Falana, I assume you're looking in the window.
Of course, it's why I was scouting ahead.
Inside the window, you see 5 candles strewn about on the ground and a ritual circle laid out below them. From the distance, it looks like the ritual circle is made of blood.
How fresh does it look?
Not terribly fresh. It's probably been there at most a day.
All right, I'll keep a mental note of it. Going to check out the other windows, see if I can spot anything else.
All right.
Sounds like a lovely place.
It really does, doesn't it?
Which I can whisper over to Cass of what I just saw.
Yeah. And she'll go over and look in herself. All right. Looking in that window, you could roll perception.
I guess Surina is just going to sit in the corner and do nothing for a little while.
No.
This isn't her gig.
Yeah, not terribly long. Looking in the window, you don't see much. The downstairs looks fairly barren. There's the kitchen area right here that looks to be an old cast iron stove, a small table with 2 chairs, and a cupboard in the back, some hay off to the side, but it looks barren, as if anything of note was removed. And Cass keeps walking around, and she starts to mutter, "We might have to go at the second story."
All right.
I'm thinking unless we could somehow get a view from the second story from the outside.
Not very easily, no. You can see from the corner, which it's over here, where the roof is kind of caved in. You can't really see anything more than the roof. At this point, Cass goes over. She puts a hand on the door and slowly opens it. It's unlocked. It opens slowly with a loud creak, but reveals its way in for everyone to enter. And at that point, she steps back. You all wish to go first?
Oh, hey, I see a magic pentagram of blood.
Yep.
Yay.
I could have told you that. It's a ritual circle. I recommend not going in first.
Yeah.
You sure I shouldn't go in first? I mean, I'm the cleric. I have magic.
Oh, I thought that was Alto talking for a moment. Sorry.
Yeah,
Nope.
you should go in first, I'd assume.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
God
this
dang,
is
it's
why
dark
we
in
need
here all of a
Lily
sudden.
here, so that she can just run in first everywhere.
Yeah.
But you kept on stealing that from Surina.
All right. Inside this room, it is again barren. There's hay next to the door and windows. There's a few sacks and a box, a crate in the corner, a small table with a number of chairs around it, and a fireplace, as well as a stairwell that leads upstairs. It seems most of the stuff here was cleared out to make room for the ritual circle, which it feels like it's still in effect. The candles are still burning.
Mm.
Can
All
Serena
right.
roll knowledge of religion or something to see if she knows of a way to break the circle?
She can.
Knowledge arc from this end is if it is a necromancer.
Well, mostly to see if it's actually slightly safe to do so.
Yeah, she can roll.
All right, let's see what happens. It's probably going to go horrible.
Can I do an Arcana check on this one as well?
Oh,
You may.
wow.
All right. So Falana,
What the crap is with my 15s?
Falana, I'm gonna reference that you're not completely sure what to do as you haven't seen this particular ritual before. Surina, however, can tell that the ritual is mainly dependent on the formation of the circle itself and the way that the candles are lit there. And if either one was removed, the ritual would likely end, but it would likely, with how far along it is, she's not sure what might come of it. So if the ritual ends, nothing might happen, but if the ritual ends, whatever it was doing might get shunted out early.
Should we end it?
Wait, I missed that. Something came up. What?
Serena can tell that the ritual is dependent on the circle itself that was drawn and the 4 candles. If either of them are interrupted, the ritual will end, but she can't tell how far along the ritual is and if it will just fully end what was going on or like shunt whatever it was doing and cause some sort of backfire.
So she doesn't know. So she doesn't know whether it's going to explode if she messes it up, or if it's just going to go fizzle out.
True, but she does know that letting it gather too much more power might not be wise.
Okay. Serena goes forward and takes care of one of the candles, unless anybody else has a severe
A better way?
a better way.
I was about to say, like, before you guys did the checks, that I was going to have just Elana cast Gust, which causes a small gust of wind to blow out the candles.
I wish you had done that. Alright.
So she's going to do that.
Okay then.
Is there
So-
a suit of armor anywhere here that like is empty and looks like someone's soul could inhabit it at any time? On a messed
Nope.
up ritual or anything? No? Okay.
Nope. Alright. So, Elana, you are using the Gust?
Yeah, you want me to cast it so you can see what it does?
Yeah, you can go ahead and cast it. I just want confirmation that you're doing it. Alright, so Elana raises her hands up and brings forth a gust of wind through the open door and the shattered windows, snuffing all the candles out. The hut falls into darkness, the farmhouse falls into darkness for a few moments, the only light from the setting sun through the windows, and then each of the candles slowly reignites. And in the distance, it seems like from far away, but everywhere around you at the same time, you hear a ghastly scream.
Random screaming.
Fun.
I really hate trick birthday candles.
Everyone start to roll initiative.
Oh, lovely. You know, I'm half tempted to just have Serena smash one of the candles with a hammer.
this up. Alright. In the center of the circle, I gotta roll for Cassidy as well. I'm gonna just roll for Cassidy, actually. Dupe. Dupe. Wow, she's going slow. In the center of the circle, as the ghastly scream echoes around you, you see a figure arise.
Screaming Banshee!
Yep. And dead. And she's not very fast either.
Oh,
Yes.
yay, Surina gets to go first for once, or at least second.
Alright, though. So, before we get too far into this, one other thing everyone's going to need to do. Roll me a wisdom save.
Welp.
At least someone did. Alright. And I gotta roll for Cassidy as well. Why don't I have her sheet up? Do I have her sheet up?
You want me to do her sheet for you?
I got it here.
Okay.
I had it up and everything, so she'll be good as well. Alright. So the Banshee appears, and as you all stare at it, the figure itself doesn't seem that terrifying, but looking at it, you can feel a sense of dread overcoming you. Most of you are able to just shake your heads and fight it off. Though Falana, you can't help but feel terrified at this. Falana is frightened. She has disadvantage while in sight of the Banshee, and she cannot willingly move closer to it. Fun. Alright.
I have ways of dealing with this.
Yep. So, first up is Alana's turn.
Alright. She's going to, where is it? Do Scorching Ray.
Alright. Alright, the 3 Scorching Rays go out. Alright, so Alana raises her hand, sending the 3 Scorching Rays out. 2 of them miss completely, going around the Banshee's body. The third one strikes it straight in the chest, but it seems to kind of dissipate a little bit, not doing quite as much damage as it could have.
Alrighty then.
I'm assuming the Banshee is weak to radiant magic, right?
Why did you find
no.
out?
Okay.
Next up is Serina's turn.
Let's see. Where is it? This is... Okay. Might as well go big.
Alright, so Guiding Bolt. So Surina will then, seeing the firebolts screech by, she will cast Guiding Bolt. A burst of energy coming down as she raises her hand and says the magic word. And it strikes the Banshee right through the chest. It doesn't... she reels back a little bit. Hurt, but not hurt that badly. And takes damage, and next target has advantage. Yep. Next up, though, as the Guiding Bolt vanishes, does Serena have anything else she's going to do? Move around, what have you?
Probably not. She's okay where she is.
Alright. And then next up comes the Banshee's turn once more. Comes the Banshee's turn for the first time. And the first thing she is going to do is... she did not like being hit by radiant energy. So she is going to fly forward, and she is going to try to hit Surina. And she will fail completely to hit her. Good job, Banshee. Great job, Banshee. And with that done, she starts to disappear and fly around, so you will have an attack of opportunity.
Okay, so I'm assuming this isn't going to do much of anything since the thing is a bloody Banshee, but very well. One-handed. Weapons. And there we go.
That will hit, and that will hit as well. So, as the Banshee goes to fly away, she raises up her Warhammer and slams it through the side, and she can feel a bit like the Warhammer isn't completely gaining purchase as it flies through, but the Banshee still spins around, reeling from it as she flies out through the wall. And that'll be more damage taken.
Was that the one with advantage?
Technically.
Technically, yes. Alright, next up will be Cassidy's turn. And Cassidy is... what is Cassidy going to do? She is probably not going to be able to do too much at the second. So she's probably just gonna... Actually, what do you take care of? You do not take care of that. So she is going to run around to about here. She can barely see the Banshee through the window, and she's going to try to smack it with a ball of fire. And that is going to completely miss. Fireball is going to fly through, it's going to hit the window frame, and completely miss to hit the Banshee. So next up will be Falana's turn. And Falana, good news, the Banshee isn't in view.
It's in view?
It is not in view. It's currently behind the wall, so she can act normally as long as she doesn't move over to see it.
I really don't have much I can do, and that's actually... Is there anything on the ground near that wall?
Anything on the wall near the... like, ping it.
The ground near the wall.
Up
Ping
in
where you
this
mean.
area.
Up there?
Exactly.
No, there's not. There's a bit of broken glass by the window on the ground, but nothing otherwise. This area looks to have been cleared out.
I'm going to have to... Actually, I'll do a knowledge arcana check to see if I can't determine a Banshee and the best way to beat them.
Alright, go for it.
I mean, Surina's proving herself to be actually useful in combat, as per usual. So,
Yeah. Alright, so the knowledge arcana check.
I'm just waiting.
There we go. Oh, that's a good roll, too. So, thinking back to what she might know about various undead creatures, and she comes across a memory of stuff that she has researched regarding banshees. She can tell that they do resist most types of energy, like acid, fire, lightning, weapons, as they can't typically get through them, and they completely are immune to cold and necrotic, and for the most part, there's nothing that she's come across that says they can even be affected by like normal effects, such as like charming them or other stuff that you would expect of a ghost. Like there's no way to grapple or paralyze a ghost, especially since she just flew through the wall. And that there's no particular vulnerability to them, but that the Banshee's screech is deadly.
Okay. Everyone, cover your ears and do not listen to anything else. Just cover your ears with cloth or something. Now.
Alright, and that's it for Falana's turn, unless she wants to move around and try a bonus action.
I'm going to actually go ahead and get my ears covered just...
Yeah, I'll give it that to you as a bonus action. Also, make another wisdom save. Alright, and as you're going across this and you recall the information about the Banshee, you suddenly feel like you fought off the fearful reaction you had to her earlier. So, Falana is no longer afeared. Next up to Elana.
Alana can't really even see. All she saw was it fly out of a window.
Well, she can see where Cassidy went to try and hit it.
Yeah. Did Cassidy walk through the circle, or did she walk around it?
I think she walked through it.
What? Alright. Just in case, though. I'm trying to get that.
You hit space before, yeah. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how it works.
And then
Yeah.
you hit space at each move, yeah, something like that. Okay.
Oh, at each movement? Okay.
Yeah, so
I've never done it.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
something like that, I think.
Yeah.
I'll move over here, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh no, I can't figure it out.
Everyone back to your normal position, please.
wait, what?
Everyone
Back to normal being...
position. Yeah, back to normal positions. You are still in combat.
So back to where we were before.
Yeah, I was
Well,
trying to
Alana
get,
can move up there and do what she was doing. Everyone else back to where you were. You are still in combat.
I was trying to get something to work, and I couldn't get it to work, basically. And
I didn't know about that spacing, to be perfectly honest. That's actually kind of interesting.
And because she can't actually see it, and we were too dumb to do this originally, she's going to pull out a torch and light it with prestidigitation.
All right.
That'd be nice because I can't see crap in here.
She's going to pull out a torch. So that'll be 20. And bam, torch.
And that's your turn.
All right. So next up is Surina. Are you going to mention at all if you see the Banshee?
I assumed that she can't really even see it. She just knows it flew out the window.
All right. All right, so Surina's turn.
Okay, so can Serena hit the Banshee from here?
Surina should not be able to see the Banshee from here.
I can just see the name tag.
No, she cannot. The Banshee's out the window.
Okay.
I'd really hide that since it's one monster. But yeah, she would not have been able to see it there from there itself.
Okay, don't mind me, I'm just trying to figure out where I can move to actually see the dang thing, which is apparently looking like nowhere.
Well,
You could run up to the window.
that's kind of
Huh?
part of movement. You know, that's kind of meting. You should just do your movement, and that's where your character would end up.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, you could move up to the window if you want to.
sure. I still can't see it, so I can't do anything.
Yeah.
So, Serena just sits there.
All right.
Wait, can she prepare an attack, like prepare a spell?
Yes, you can. What's your trigger going to be?
If she sees the Banshee well enough to get an attack off on it, she'll just use Sacred Flame or Cantrip.
Where is she watching to see it come out?
She's just watching. She's just standing right where she is, looking for it to either come through the wall or go past the window, which for some reason she can't see out of. But never mind.
Yeah, let me look at that real quick. You should be able to. I think it's just position and everything you are. So it's like, but where are you looking when you're focusing this action? Like, are you looking over towards where Elana is, back down to where Falana is, at the window itself?
What? Sorry, the TV kept on binging up. What?
Where are you watching for the Banshee to come
Through the wall.
through the wall?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. So next it's back to the Banshee's turn, and she is going to... I hope you all saw the path she took. Because I don't actually know if you did.
I saw the path.
Yeah, I saw it. So it doesn't trigger.
It technically did come through the wall. I'll give you one attack. She'd have cover from it. So if you want to take the attack.
Okay, so just let's see. Roll Sacred Flame.
Alright, and she will fail her save. So she's going to take 6 radiant damage. Actually, I'd say that'd be advantage since you didn't see her. Wow, fuck you two dice. Same roll. So you hear the Banshee fly around to the side. You turn around, releasing the Sacred Flame to call down from the ceiling upon her. And you can hear it come down and strike her. She starts to screech in pain before she pops out the window next to Falana and attacks. Falana doesn't have mage armor up, I assume.
Not currently.
I didn't say I cast it, so no.
It still would have missed, actually, so it doesn't even matter. And that's the extent of her movement. So, next turn. Cassidy at this point is pretty much going to do the same thing she did before and try to throw fire at it. And she'll hit this time, and actually, I should roll on her thing. I've just got so much dice, and I'm used to the dice. Good news, she still hits! And the Banshee will kind of reel back from the fire damage as it scorched the ghostly robes it's wearing. Next up is Falana again, because she's just going to move out of the side a little ways. So Falana's up.
I'm going to use my... Can I use move to disengage?
You can use an action to disengage. You cannot use a move to disengage.
Alright, I'll go ahead and provoke then.
Alright. And she will attack. And she'll hit. And her hit
Okay, good.
is... 9 necrotic damage.
What's special about necrotic damage? Just so I
It's
know.
just a damage type, like you have radiant, fire, thunder.
Okay, so it doesn't do anything like rot people from the inside or anything silly like that. Okay,
No.
I get it.
It's just an
That
element. You can have some flavor with it, but it's not actually more damaging or less damaging, unless
Yeah.
you're strong or weak to it.
Yeah, and then what is Falana going to do?
Here's my counter to that. I'm using Witch Bolt as a level 2 spell.
All right. Which
Oh,
all right, so
oh,
yeah.
oh.
Yep. Oh yeah, there was no benefit cover for that one. Yeah. All right, so bring your hand up to cast Witch Bolt. You let a bolt of lightning strike out and hit the Banshee, and she kind of reels in pain from the damage it hit. And damn, it's a good thing that was a crit. Holy crap! And she kind of reels back from the pain of being struck by this Witch Bolt, and she is respectably hurt. Respectably hurt. And at this point, the Banshee kind of looks like she's reeling back a little bit. She's moving a little slower. Her form is a bit less distinct now, and it's not as though she's trying to phase or anything. She looks wounded. Next up will be Alana's turn if Falana is done. So many
I got
names.
nothing else to do.
Yep. All right. So next up is Alana's turn.
Ironically, she was going to cast Witch Bolt too, but as a level 1 spell.
Do it, do it, do it.
So. Cast.
Cast the magic. Cast it, my dear.
I'm a fan of Witch Bolt. I don't know if you guys know this.
All right.
I can't say I'm a fan of any particular
Oh crap!
spell
That's a
except for
bit
Sacred
too
Flame
much.
because it's kind of useful.
All right.
I wrote a ton of stuff down.
I'll take the effect for the damage and not the normal damage, just to be kind. No, actually, that looks to be the wrong number because that's...
Yeah.
That is right. No, that is right. That is right. Okay, yeah, I'll take that number anyway. So Elana raises her hand up and lets her own Witch Bolt come screeching out of her hand into the Banshee, who is still reeling from the first one, and it catches her right in the shoulders. The bolt blasts through her body, doing a good, decent chunk of damage as she reels around, and she is on her last legs at this point. There's not much left of her. Anything else for Elana?
Nope.
All right, up to Surina.
Okay, do I want to use? I'm just deciding whether I want to use another Sacred Flame or if I want to try using Guiding Bolt to finish the dang thing off.
Keep in mind, as a little bit of metagame information, this is going to be decently long, and you're going to have time for rests, but there's going to be a decent number of things in here.
Okay, and guess I'll just do Sacred Flame then. Conserve my energy.
All right.
Let's see if Serina's battle luck decides to kill her now. Oh nope, she did more damage.
All right. And the Sacred
hilarious.
Flame will... Another bolt of radiant energy will come down from the ceiling. Wow, natural one. And it will strike the Banshee straight through her body as radiant energy courses through her. She is still standing, though it looks like the nearest, like any gust of wind would simply dissipate her into nothingness. Anything else from...
Roll to
Surina?
tame the Banshee.
Yeah. Anything else from Surina?
Nah, she's gonna stay right where she is. She doesn't have any reason to move.
All right, so we go up to the Banshee's turn. And the Banshee, on her last legs, rears back her head and releases an ungodly screech. Everybody, make a Constitution save. Falana may do it with advantage because she covered her ears.
Watch Falana fail. Ah.
Only because she covered her ears. That's the only
Advantage.
reason why. I got to roll for Cassidy still. I'm going to laugh when Cassidy's the only one that falls. And she is. And everyone's managed to avert or cover their ears soon enough to avoid the damage, except Cassidy, who falls to the ground unconscious.
Well, good job,
Wow,
Lily
she got
Sandon.
knocked. Wow, so she literally got knocked out in one blow. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, be glad you passed your, Oh, yeah, actually on a pass you take damage too, so 3d6 for everyone!
Even though Surina crit
That's good.
her Constitution save.
Actually, I'll say Falana is immune because she was covering her ears already, but everyone else. So that's going to be 8 damage for Surina, and 12 damage for Elana.
I don't even get off because I don't even get anything off because I crit my Constitution save. That's
Nope.
sad.
Nope, crits for the most part aren't going to apply too much unless it's a skill check or an attack. So Cassidy is on the ground unconscious, Falana is up, and the Banshee is on her last legs. It would not take much to put her down at this point.
Kill it, kill it, kill it.
Firebolt.
I am so glad I took a Sacred Flame as a cantrip. It's been so useful.
Your Witch Bolt is still active.
Yeah, isn't that a bonus action?
It takes your action to do
It
it.
is.
You might as well do that then.
It doesn't
'Cause
cast an extra spell.
Yeah, it's more damage. I'm gonna go ahead.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and just find my class act here where I have that.
Yeah, would that use it again as a level 2, or...
Yeah, it keeps the
doesn't-
same level spell.
It's a passive effect. It actually doesn't change anything when
No,
casting at a higher level.
right, that's right, because the ongoing damage doesn't increase. It's
Right.
just the initial.
Alright. And the energy lightning with the Witch Bolt, you trigger that to go again, and more lightning wraps around the Banshee as it fully dissipates into nothingness. And that is combat done.
Woo! You guys are doing good without Lily there.
Cassidy represents how well Lily would have done.
Alright. I suppose one of you is going to try and get Cassidy back on her feet.
I don't have any way to do that.
Probably Surina. I don't know. She doesn't have. I'm kind of wary about using spells, but who knows? Let's see. Should I roll anything specific, or should I just? I'll just cast like Cure Minor Wounds.
Yeah, you can do Cure Wounds. Just normal one.
There we go.
Alright. And as you put the hands out to heal Cassidy, she gets back up on her feet, alive again, disoriented. She's still holding her ears in pain from the screech that she just heard, but she nods grateful. And looking around, she sees everyone's wounded and raises her hands, offering to help to take care of everyone. Can't be going around this wounded. We've already dealt with a Banshee. So, gonna go around in order, so start off with Surina, since she's right next to Surina.
I told you all to cover your ears.
And she immediately regrets not covering her ears. So Surina's gonna get 9 health back.
More than she lost, which is lovely. I mean, Surina crit her Constitution save, but it's kind of hard to find something to cover her kind of ears.
Yeah.
Ears.
Yeah.
She has
Falana
giant.
is going to get 11 HP back. It should move over to Falana, who will get another 11 HP back. Yeah, she's rolling good.
Nice rolls.
And she's not going to worry too much about herself at the moment. She is going to throw a few berries into her mouth. And aside from that, she's going to leave herself as she is. So everyone else get your health back as she's healed you up a little bit. Alright. And with that taken care of, let me go through and take care of this right now. Doop. 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 The candles
So
are
I think
fully
we found-
extinguished.
I think we found a dungeon that Serena's good at. Yay!
Yeah, and with that, the candles fully extinguish. So you're free to explore around a little bit more, so you can go upstairs if you wish. Or you can explore the area around here more. They could do a bit more investigation.
Yeah, maybe bring the torch over to where
Maybe
Serena is
consider
because I
going
can't see anything.
upstairs.
Cassidy will also light up a torch for the time being. So let me just give her some light. since she can see, but she knows not everyone here can. So she'll light up her own torch.
Okay, so it looks like this is a pretty much a basic house.
Hut.
Yeah, it's a fairly basic looking house. It looks like there should have been a lot more stuff on the ground, like maybe they used storage for this first floor, but everything was pretty much cleared out. So is everyone going to be going upstairs?
Yeah, wait, let Surina go first. Let the bloody tank go first.
All right, over here.
Yeah.
1 second. Doop. There. Yeah, Surina. So while I'm also at this, we should go with marching order. So who's? Like, I assume Surina is mainly going to be marching in front.
Alana's taking out the rear there.
All right.
If only because she can see in the dark better than Surina, who's not carrying a torch.
Yeah. What I'm looking for. Cassidy can stay second in the group. All right. Let's move you up to the second story now. Yeah. So, as you come to the second story, you see that this entire corner of the house is demolished. You have to be careful to walk through here as to not fall off. And looking down from the side here, off to the side of the house, you can see a small well, and a little up in not much else from the corner. All right. As for the upstairs itself, it is furnished a lot more than the downstairs was. You can see a nice table with several chairs, a couch, another level of the fireplace you saw down below, and what looks to be a hallway going along.
Let's go to the hallway.
All right. So.
Alright, so let's go forward a little bit. And Surina has her shield out, which is really helpful because it gives her the 18 AC, which is nice.
Yeah.
I really want to make some jury rig thing where Surina just has like a little thing on her back to hold a torch, just because that would be so useful, so she could actually hold a shield at the same time.
Yeah.
Strap a torch to your shield.
Yeah. All right. So.
Not sure if that would work.
You looking around, or are you walking further?
I'm pretty sure this is just decoration, but maybe the books have something useful in them.
The books themselves are they're not very useful to you. They're just a few different stories, like a few illustrated bedtime stories. It looks mainly for stuff to keep children entertained, maybe a few members of whoever lived here as well, but nothing too substantial.
Surina jokes about reading the stories to Elana.
Right.
No.
Okay.
All right, you gonna go out to the hallway then, or go forward?
Yeah, Surina will.
All right. So the hallway itself,
dark
Cassidy
shit.
will come forward so she can see a little better. The hallway itself, there's a window at the far end, and then 6 doors, 3 on each side.
Alright, so Surina is going to try and make a perception check, I guess, to listen to see if there's anything alive in any of the rooms, or moving.
All right, roll perception.
Because she's pretty sure that nothing's alive in here, but she can probably try to see if there's anything useful.
Yeah. And Surina doesn't hear anything lurking around in these rooms. There is no movement at all. You gonna go ahead and open some doors?
Sure. I guess she'll... If the dynamic lighting would stop being an absolute asshole and let me see things.
The bottom one?
Yeah, bottom.
All right. So get someone with a torch over there. I'll just have Cassidy step in so you can see better. Yeah, Cassidy steps in. The room here looks to be the master bedroom. There's a large bed. It's been unslept in for probably weeks. Wardrobe empty, a little desk, all empty, ransacked, nothing of note here.
Alana will open up the northern door then.
All right, the northern door. Looks to be another bedroom. It's more or less the same deal. There's a small bed, hasn't been slept in ages, a wardrobe which is empty, nothing particularly of note.
Opening south door here.
And again, same deal. Bed, empty wardrobe, crushed table in the corner. It looks as though
What do they have against tables?
Yeah, it looks like there's been nothing in the upper story in probably weeks. Checking the northern door.
Was there a basement here? And yes.
All right, northern door. Again, the same deal.
Southern door here.
Same deal, except spoilers. There's no table. It's a small empty keg.
The murderers. They must have thrown
Well,
the table
got
out the
one
window.
door left, guys. Who wants to open it?
I can't see anything. Can we please get a torch in here?
We should have a torch.
I'll get it.
Serena does
Alana
have a torch
has
on
a
her.
In the other room.
Can you move Cassidy into the hall?
Yeah,
Maybe
there's
that would help.
Cassidy in the hall, so you could probably...
Okay, now I can actually sort of see something.
Yeah, sorry. Alright, and then the final doorway. Opening that up, and... Oh no! It's a bathroom! There's a rusty tub in the side, a sink, nothing more of note there. Seems rather left alone, to be honest.
There is a basement to this place, right?
Maybe you should look around.
Let's
Everyone,
scout around outside for a cellar.
everyone going
or
back
in the house.
downstairs?
Yeah,
Yes.
guess so.
Alright, so
I'm
everyone's
gonna
going to go
guess
back
there's
downstairs.
no basement on the second floor there.
Yeah, obviously not going to be a basement on the second store. So everyone's back downstairs. And Cassidy's going to head out the front door.
Well,
Start walking
Serena's
around.
going to do a little bit more damage to the summoning circle just in case.
Alright. So, yeah, Serena, you can roll an attack if you wish. But I'm figuring Serena's just going to go through, scuff up the mark, leave nothing of note around behind it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's kind of a generic summoning circle. There's nothing special enough about it for her to keep it as it is. And then we're good, I guess.
Alright. And at this point, Cassidy is hanging around the back of the house, or the side of the house, rather.
Is it me, or has that been changing color this whole time? Like,
It may have been, I honestly don't know.
yeah, it started out as red before, and then as time went on, it started slowly degrading into different colors and purples and pinks and stuff. Like the Banshee had took psychedelic drugs before it came through, and it transferred into the ritual circle or something. I don't know.
Alright. Now at this point, Elana, Serena catch up with Cassidy, and she points out the entrance to a wine cellar.
Alright.
This is going to go very badly.
Probably, yes.
Lana will look at the well first.
Alright, you can do a perception in the well?
Sure.
And Falana's probably gonna go around back because,
There's an upturned tree, but nothing else really of note around back. Alright, Elana, looking down into the well, you don't see anything. It does look to be rather deep, though, but nothing else out of note. It's just a well.
Is there water
Alright.
in the well?
There is water in the
Please
well,
don't
yes.
Please don't make me have to call you Timmy.
Timmy is not going to fall in the well. Cassidy will not be playing the part of Lassie. Alright, so you're going to try to open this door to the cellar?
Do it! Do it! Do it! Oh wait, I'm not there.
Who wants to try?
I will.
Alright. And you go to open up the door, and it opens rather easily, revealing into a darkened area down in the cellar. And all of you will go down into the cellar. And at this point, with the light of the torches around there, you see that there's a few odd shadows behind one of the large shelves. Do a strength check.
Who?
Whoever wishes.
Okay, Serena, because she's got the best strength. Unskilled strength check, or...
Unskilled strength check.
Okay.
Alright. And Serena, getting up across it, pushes her arm against, or pushes her shoulder against the shelves and pushes it out of the way, revealing another passage which goes further underground.
Well, we found the cult house.
Alright. Let me get this prepared. I should have already had it prepared.
GG.
Doop.
Plus, mind if we take 5 while you get everything prepared?
It's already essentially prepared, but I would not mind taking 5. Running,
Okay, because
drink
I
a
can't
few
have to go to the
things.
bathroom, so...
Yeah, run, get a drink, a few other things, bathroom if you need it. I don't want to delay this too long, so try to be back within, like, not even 5 minutes.
I'll try my best.
Alright, so meanwhile,
Nice
Where
job
in
with
the
that
world
Banshee.
is Lily?
Lily will be dropping in soon enough. Hopefully not through the well, but we'll see. Anyway, I'll be right back.
I know where Lily is.
You're the one who probably
Nobody
planned this.
asked you, Jeeves.
I'm not telling anyways. uh,
Hmm.
sorry.
What?
Lily's dancing to Serina's music.
Is she just like hiding in the corner somewhere, just trying to hide the fact that she's part of this cult and we didn't know it all along?
She's actually
Why?
Cassidy with ears taped on.
No, you see, we're gonna get to the bottom, and they're gonna be in the middle of a ritual of sacrificing Lily.
Oh no, not again. That's the third time this week.
Uh, I'd tell you what she's doing, but you probably wouldn't believe me anyways, so not worth it.
Is she
She's
actually
leading the
standing on a
cult.
street corner somewhere?
She may or may not be near some street corners, yes.
Alright,
Yeah, that's real helpful, Jeeves. Thanks.
that's what I miss.
Surina started singing hold music, and Lily did a performance check to dance to it.
That's glorious. Alright then, I know you two are obviously here. Is Alto and Risu here, or are they out doing stuff still?
Alto's still here.
I'm not here.
Okay, Alto's not
totally
here,
not
so Risu's also not here. Got it. Alright, I need to get another thing open. Oh god, I forgot I had that prepared. Oh god. I'm looking forward to something, guys. I'm really looking forward to something, guys.
Everyone
I don't know
wiping?
if you're aware that I'm looking forward to something, but I'm really looking forward to something.
Guys, this isn't good. Everyone's gonna die.
Not to be mean, I was surprised that didn't happen at the Banshee.
Well, I'm going to be honest right now. The Banshee was kind of a bonus-ish boss, potentially because she had the potential to total party wipe. If you had all failed the con save at the end, everyone would have been on the ground.
So it wouldn't have gotten set off if we hadn't tried to blow out the candles.
Correct.
Damn, that's one hell of a birthday cake.
Isn't it? Though I think I'd prefer the stripper to pop out of the cake. But yeah, that's... I have no clue how to fully gauge the difficulty in this yet, since I'm getting a handle for it, but I had the feeling that might be one of the tougher encounters. At the same time, you handled it pretty well. So we'll see how things go.
Mostly because
Yeah.
Surina is anti undead, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, Banshees resist a crap ton of things. I was surprised at how much they resist, to be honest.